Hey everyone, it's Lines with Hitching Up and Moving On. We're going to take the Mustang out for a ride today. Put the top down and drive over by the lake. See what's going on over there. This is my 2003 Ford 100-year anniversary Mustang. It's not perfect, but it's got some awesome features in it. So, but we're going to take it for a ride and see what it does. And check out a couple campgrounds. So let me get a few things started here and we'll get on the road. We're going to need two mics. So we're running off two different systems. So looks like that's working. Okay, let's get this car started up and get the top down. I laid my keys down somewhere in here. Haven't had this out all year. We've been going so much. Okay, that's down. Got a big mess in here from all the camera equipment, but that's all right. Got a couple pair of sunglasses on. Turn all the junk off. Take a drive out to the lake. A couple different campgrounds out there. Background noise. I'm kind of curious how to work with the top down, whether to just get my voice or we get everything that's around me still, the wind and the sound of the car. You know, let's just wait and see. Bought this car, oh gosh, 7-8 years ago from a couple that needed the money. It don't get drove much, lower mileage on it for 2003. But we have a little fun in it. We take some nice drives for fall, you know, to see the leaves and go up to the wineries and stuff. So how you guys been? I haven't been on channel for a while. We've been going and I've had a lot of work to do the house since we got back home. We hadn't worked on our house in a while, so we decided to get some work done around there. Took a little bit of time off. We're going to go to Texas for about a month and a half, 2 months. Hoping that turns out to be a great trip. I know they had a lot of rain in certain areas of Texas, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to drive through that a little bit. And then there's another campground out here. Drive through and just let you guys check it out. It's only a few miles away from the other one, but it is not on a lake like this one is. copyrights, I can't really play that. I don't think on here. I'm not sure how that works on copyrights. I don't know. It's been an awesome car. I haven't really put much money in it. I took some of it apart and put it back together. And always wanted to have it repainted, just haven't got around to it. You know, everything costs so much money, and I could paint it myself. It's just a lot of work. Trying to put my drone up out here. Do some work with it also. Haven't had my drone out there. So I think we'll reset again here. I'm going to drive back through the campground because I don't think the volume worked on it when I went through. So we're going to go back through the campground again, and maybe even the boat ramp over here one more time. I did not realize it didn't record. I got everything here ready to run out. So we're basically back in Hickory Point still. I did a video earlier this summer to show you. Now it's fall, and I wanted to show you what it was like in the fall. And then we'll run over to another campground here close by. And then I'll do a drive-through on that. I'm not going to do a walkthrough. It's a really big campground. It's not on a lake. It's a nice place to camp in the fall. But as you can see, the boat ramp's completely full. Well, not completely full, but there's a lot of people fishing. The crappie must be hitting. It's a lake right out here in front of you. I did some drone footage. I'm hoping it turned out good. I haven't used my drone in a long time. It's just one of those things. And yeah, I'd like to get the boat out there. Every time I see someone out in a boat, I want to go. And I have a boat and I don't use it. Okay, I want to make sure my mic was still working. I did all that recording and didn't get a mic volume on that last video, and I'm gonna, this is your boat ramp, hunter check-in station. They move these ramps in and out during, depends on whether the water's high or low. But gosh, Blake is just gorgeous right now. And we're out in my Mustang, doing a little ride. And they put in a kayak rental area here too. You can do that by QR code and pay it off your phone, rent a kayak, return it, paddles, everything. I think that's really neat. I didn't know they had that here. They're really trying to improve some of these parks to get people to come. But what gets me is you still can't get in, and you hardly can ever get a spot. They have a fish cleaning station, which is closed right now. I don't know if they're still repairing it or what, but it's nice to have one, but it'd be nice if it was open. This place has water and electric only, 50 amp hookup on maybe 2 or 3 spots. The rest is all 30. The wintertime really don't matter a whole lot because you only need, you know, they're not running double air conditioners. So this is Sangchris Hickory Point Campground. You have your dump station on my right. Like I said, we did the review earlier this year. I just can't believe when I recorded all this a while ago, they didn't get any of it. And my lens covered off that one too. I hate to go through here and not have it video recording. I haven't used my video stuff in a while, so I guess I was a little rusty. 3 GoPros along, 1 nice camera, my drone, and they have hosts, and you can check in by, well, you've got a QR code. You drop your payments off here. Not sure. I believe once it turns a certain date, it's a campground is basically first come, first serve. I have a handicap spot on my left right here. It's all blacktop. Not on the water though, and I like the water. When we go to Texas, we're going to be heading to Texas this year. When we go to Texas this year, we're going to try to get every spot we can on the water. So as you can see, the spots are just gorgeous here. And this place is pretty busy. I don't understand why all these campgrounds are closing on October 27th when they should be open to November sometime. people still want to camp. This is the nicest time of the year to get out and camp. I don't understand that. If the government had billing, I mean, I guess they had shortage this year, so they didn't have the funding they said they needed to do to keep it open longer and do. I don't understand that myself. If your campgrounds are full, they're full. But you know, if you go back in here to my right here, there's some really awesome tent campground back in there. It's right on the water. It's really pretty back in there. If you watch my other video on that, you'll see it. So there are a lot of campers in here right now, and not just little bitty ones. Every one of these spots are pretty deep. You don't have to worry about. Now, there's only a couple of spots in here you can't get a 35, 40 foot camper on, you know, but we've been out of this for a little while. We've been doing some house repair and stuff around the house, and we came back and had a bunch of issues we had to take care of, so I got all that done, and I'm winterizing the camper for a little bit, but we're going to be leaving in January. I don't want to take a chance on freezing up the water line, but you can tell it's busy, and the fall colors here are still pretty. They're not quite as pretty as they would have been about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago minimum. But I mean, there's probably only about maybe 15 sites open here, and this campground, gosh, when you used to come out here, there was nobody. And now it's gotten busy. Got a couple cabins. I've never rented a cabin. They supposedly redid them a little bit. They got docks. They got docks around this whole lake where you can walk out on a dock, or you can leave your boat in and dock your boat. The docks are not yours. They are for anybody. If you have one right behind your campground, it's still not yours. It's somebody else's too. It's to use for the whole lake. And a lot of people think just because it's on their right behind their site that they have privacy to that. No, it's not that it works. It's not yours.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise. I think I let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know I can't make it through. Every night it's the same. I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know all of my problems. I know. Where did it go? The feeling of thirst, desire to be a rock in my heels. I'm numb as a poison, flows in my veins. Guess I got used to avoiding the pain. I know must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise. I think I let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know I can't make it through. Every night it's the same. I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know all of my problems. I know. Maybe I need a break. Maybe that's why I fade into this bitter taste. I think I let it be.
I'm a traveling spirit, I've seen many shores, from the West Pacific to the island of Cano. They treat me like a son anywhere I go, and even though no one can tell, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. On my own. I have learned that no one else can carry this load. It's a train where I'm the only passenger on board. Oh, there is beauty to enjoy on this road, but even so, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. On my own.
Open to everybody. But let's run over to the other campground now. And This is pretty through here right now. It just kicks butt. Now I'm using the newer mics for this drive. They sent me a set because one of my mic muffles broke. They sent me a whole new set. Just told me to keep the other set. Right now I got them on noise canceling. I do believe I've got the setting right on them. We're going to find out how they sound when I get back. When I replay this video back on my computer and download it, we'll see how they sound. See if they got rid of some of the noise. Like for right now, if I would turn on they seem to be a really good company to work with. Kind of think of the other really expensive mics that you can buy, the wireless mics, but they compare to them, as far as I'm concerned. I'm wearing two mics, one for each of the cameras, and so that would give me a total of 4 mics. That come with 2 mics for each set. Give me 4 mics. I could run 2 cameras at the same time with mics on them, and they should get good quality. With me having the convertible down, I'm not sure how good a quality that's going to be. We'll find out. This is your state park. This is actually for access, you know, picnicking and stuff like that. You can drive back in here and play around on the lake and stuff, and picnic here, and it's just a really nice spot. So with all the campgrounds around, as you're coming down Highway 55, Pawnee is your exit. It goes into Taylorville. You get this you get to turn on 104. Yeah, 104, and that'll take you right in over to this park. Oh, there's a nice looking Mustang GT350. Nice. That green that I really like. But once you get on that, it's like 20 miles off of 55. Not even quite that, really. And you're there. This is called Deer Run Campground, Equestrian Campground. It's got a west. Now it doesn't have a boat dock, but it does have a dump station here that I'm not sure if it's open. But sometimes they share between campgrounds here. Once one closes, they just leave one open. But we'll drive back in here, give you an idea what it looks like. Maybe one of these days I'll do a walk around, but this campground's kind of big, but it's not. It's spread out, so it's a lot of walking. I could probably ride my bike over here from the house and do a bike. They may even be. I didn't think they closed. No, they have a host, so they're open. Now this is the first loop that you go into, and basically it's just electric sites, no full hookup, no except for the host. And you got 101. They're all gravel sites. Very nice campground. Really, there's a lot of people say they love it over here, but you do not have any access on the water. You know, you're not right here on the water. You're just camping. And 109 on my left, 106 on my right, 108 on my right. A little extra parking place. 110 on my right, 112 on my right. 114. I know they do have some 30 and 50 amp hookups through here. This is your host. And 111 on my left. And I know I'm not really showing you these sites very well. Looks like they put in an outhouse instead of I think they have a shower house here somewhere. Might be back there around that corner. Sure, yeah, that's a restroom. But They're nice shaded sites. I mean, if you're here for 4 or 5 days, you don't need full hookup, or you don't need 2 air conditioners. Like I said, I'm not sure how many sites in here are 50 amp, but you know, it looks like they've upgraded some electrical boxes, so they may have added 50 amp to some of this. Just have to run some new wire, you know, but I think Dana actually knows the host here. Somebody she knew when she was in school. I'm not sure what their names are myself. She's teaching today. She's be getting off around 3:30. It's 3 o'clock now. I can't believe it's already 3 o'clock. And then you got a hiking trail back in here called Deer Run. Looks like some people were back in there doing something. And another hunter check-in, so they might be checking where they want to hunt. I believe they do some bow hunting back in here, and maybe some quail. It's nice being close to a couple campgrounds that you could use if you wanted to. Have another loop right here. These are just like I said, they're just shaded electric sites. I'm sure there's some water back in here, a couple water spouts to fill up water with somewhere. I'm looking right now as I'm driving through. Yeah, there's one on my left, right over here to my left. I can't really turn the camera that far, but it's right in the center of the campground, kind of. So I guess you could run some water hoses over there and fill up off that. Now I know at a certain time of the year they shut all the water off of these campgrounds, so you got to bring your own water, and that's the dump stations and everything. They turn the water off after it starts freezing. They put in some new posts and new lettering, and the gravel sites look pretty good. Some of these were really growed up at one time. There's a restroom ahead of us up here. I don't see a shower house. I thought they had a shower house here. I don't know why they wouldn't. Yeah, there's another host spot. But I'll have to drive back here a little farther, because I would have thought for sure they had a shower house here. There's another water spigot over here to my left. So you've got 2 or 3 of them in here for getting your water to your camper. And as I said, they have a dump station on the way out. And at times this campground fills up pretty good. Hope you guys enjoy our channel. We're trying to make our videos more clear, sound better, and we're spending some money to get things done right. We're trying to cover the campgrounds better. Like I said, I may come back out and do a walk around on this campground and show you every single site. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. This is a C loop, and I think, yeah, this is a non-electric. This is just basically roughing it. This is, you don't have no electric, you don't have nothing. It's if you want to camp and you are all self-contained and you have solar, I guess, you could come in here and probably get one of these sites anytime you want to, because not too many people like to camp without at least electricity. So I would say these are more geared towards tenors, but you know, they've got the pads for the campers. They must have, when they built this campground, thought maybe they'd have more people in here, and it didn't work out, so they never added electric to this back loop. Now I know they have the Equestrian area over here too. It's another little small road. Well, they do have some restrooms over here. I'm so surprised about no showers. I don't remember that here. I thought they had a small shower house. And I think, I'm not positive, but I think this road back here goes into the Equestrian area. It's been a while since I've been back here. We'll find out. I don't see no gates, so I'm not going to run into a gate. Nice, neat little drive back through here. We just came back from Lithia Springs of Shelbyville and had, this is primitive and equestrian. Primitive camping on your right, and equestrian on your left over there, and I'll go back here. So I guess you can come back here and throw a tent. You really want to have some quiet time and have a bathroom back here. I'm surprised. I guess you just throw a tent up back here and you're good to go. I think they got some nice walking trails back in here. You need to exercise, I need to come over here and do that. Now, I'm not sure why they had that one trail closed over here. Yeah, they have some picnic tables and some fire pits. So you can come back here and pitch a tent. I don't know what it costs. It can't cost much. And stay back in here and have some really quiet times. And I miss the younger days when I was younger and would go sleep in a tent. I don't really have the energy to sleep in a tent anymore. Too hard on my body. Now this is where you can bring your horses in. They have it set up where you can get on your horse. They have little ladders and stuff set up over here. They got your tie up posts for your ropes under tie your horses up. Have horse trails back in here. If you stay around this lake area around here in the fall, you'll see some eagles. And it's really cool back in here. Another kind of primitive area that a lot of people don't even know is here. I swear I think every time I've drove back in here, I don't think I've ever seen anybody back in here. So right now is the prime time to ride horses back in the trails. I'm not sure how many trails or how far they go, but this is a pretty good sized lake. If they go around this lake at all, you could be out there for hours, just on one trail. I love the fall. I wish I could have stayed at Lithia Springs another couple weeks so I could get on the lake a little bit and did some videos on the lake. We didn't get a chance to do that because they closed on the 27th, and now they're closing even earlier next year, and they're going to open later. Now it's going to be May 1st instead of April 1st. It's going to be May 1st. Now the campground host at Lithia Springs informed me that still could possibly change. They don't know for sure what their budget is yet for the year, so they can't completely. They want to be prepared. So basically, if they're prepared for the May 1st, they don't have to give nobody no money back. So if they all of a sudden open on April, and you can start booking, so keep an eye out for that, because you might be able to get in April and nobody even know about it because everybody's thinking May 1st. So we always ask a lot of questions when we're at campgrounds about certain things to find out for everybody. It's just not just for us, it's for everybody. I could keep a lot of the things secret, so the place is secret so nobody would know about them, but that ain't what we're about. We want everybody to have a good time, and I just wish they would go back to everything not being full reserve. Because people will reserve something and never show up, and then you don't get a spot because somebody decided not to show up. He needs to go. I don't know. Well, that squirrel's really close to me. Woo! There's your dump station on your right there. So tell us what you think about our channel, and please like and subscribe. Mr. Squirrel, you gonna go? And it looks like Deer Run is actually located on Facebook also, so you can go to Facebook and look them up on there too. And that's in, it looks like a nice site to be, nice place to be fishing. We're crossing Sangchris Lake again right now. This is the dam. Actually, this is the dam board. The lake's on my left. It's just a beautiful lake. It's not a really, really deep lake, but it's a pretty lake. If you have a boat like mine with a 60 horse, it's trolling only. You can run the motor, but you can only troll. I think it's 25 horse limit. So that's all you can do. So I'm going to do a turnaround here.